Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm very excited today to be starting a week of daily journaling in partnership with one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Charmaine Dulac. I have her Instagram page here for you to see. Charmaine has, as you can see here, a beautifully curated feed. We share a love of hobonichi and we have some of the same covers and also a love of journaling. And I reached out to Charmaine and said, hey, would you like to do a collab with me to share a week of daily journaling? So I'll leave all Charmaine's details below. I'm super excited to be collaborating with her. I've followed her for years. I've watched her YouTube videos for years, back when we were both in ring planners, and we seem to have both moved to hobonichi around the same time as well. So thanks, Charmaine, for being with me on this little week of daily journaling. So I want to take you through how I go about the process of daily journaling. I do journal every day, and I use this, I have this cute little pocket from IKEA we picked up on the weekend. I wanted somewhere to put the things that I use every single day, the non-work things I should say, and have a place for them. So they fit perfectly in here, and what I have in here is my hobonichi weeks, my hobonichi A6, and my sticker book. So let me show you what this means. I have way more stickers than this, but this is a very specific sticker book. So the first thing I do every morning is I open up this is my health journal. I absolutely love this thing so much. I'm sure you know that if you've been watching my Instagram channel or over here on YouTube even, I think as well. I have this adorable Paper Echoes gumball machine charm on here with the 3 little characters inside. I've put my Hello Paper Cat art print in here, Usagi. I love this print, it's so pretty. And on the back I have an Every Minute a Story journaling card as well, so much pink. And a little ollie clip here that I got at Point Blank Stationery Co. And I have my Klenner pen, my Point 4, which is my favorite for everyday kind of journaling. Couple of little heart stickers, sticker sheets in here from Arabea. They are so cute. And so what I do in here, let me just skip to a blank page, and it's probably today. Yeah, here's today, Monday the 21st. What I'm doing in here is tracking my sleep, my movement, any medication that I'm taking, what I eat that day, my hydration, and I'm using a coffee cup until I get my hydration stickers, and something that I do for self-care. I've talked about this before. My friend Sho came up with this plan. She came up with this layout and for tracking her health, and I just thought it was fantastic, and so she shared it with me. So I have it set up here for the whole week. I did this last night in preparation for my week of journaling, and as you can see, I use a lot of different stickers from a lot of different shops. I just love all these things. They're so cute. So here is what I do very first thing in the morning. Super simple. I just check the weather for the day, and it says it's going to be 28-17, and it's cloudy. So I go to my sticker book, and in here I have all some weather stickers. So I'm going to grab this cloudy one here from Sakura Mochi Design Co, but I also have some others here from Luscious Labels and other places too. I like to just put this one at the top, and then I just write in what the weather will be. You could also here, I think, write in if you had problems with allergies and things. You could put the pollen count or UV index if you have issues with your skin or whatever. So yeah, then I also write in how I slept the night before, and sometimes I'll put in the hours if that's easy enough to do, but more often than not I will just write that I didn't sleep well, or I did, or I woke up a lot, or whatever. So I'll just go ahead and pop that in. Okay, so I've just written a little about my sleep, and I've also just popped in here the medication that I've taken today. So that's all I will put in here for now, and then I'll come back to this in the evening and fill the rest out. So I will pop back tonight if I can on camera and show you what I do there. So let's move on to the next step, and I do keep a pen in every planner, and that's why I have so many pens. So I'll pop these back in there. I don't need those anymore at the moment. And then in my Hobonichi Weeks, I have it in the Manamo cover here with this gorgeous Sakura Mochi charm, and super simple inside. I love this cover on cover. It's the Desenka cover. I have a little Coffee Monsters code charm here. I have my Uni 1 pen in here, which is my favorite, one of my favorite pens. I know that the Cleaner is my favorite, but it's also a favorite. What I do in here, so if you can see there, I'm not going to show you the actual writing, but I write out everything that happens in the day. Like, I just go crazy with just notes, just full on notes throughout the entire day. And I use that then to map out any other journaling I want to do for the week ahead. So I've set up this week. I actually used a kit this week. I never use a kit in here. I don't know why I did actually. I'm not sure I love it, but it's a Coffee Monsters Code kit, which of course I love, the kit. But I was thinking afterwards, I really do just write across the entire spread. So I really don't know if I'm going to have enough room now, and is this going to be distracting and in my way. But I really have so many of these cute kits to use that I thought I just want to try it out this week and see how we go. I put a list here of all of the packages I'm waiting on. There's so many. It's crazy. But yes, those I usually just keep Happy Mail here because I have another planner that is my everyday planner. So I won't go into that one today, but I don't use this for planning. I use it only for memory keeping. So I will just write across here. I've put a little sticky here that says first day back at work. And it is my first day back after nearly 2 years of restrictions, just kind of in and out every now and again, but we're solidly back from today, I hope. So I'm not going to write anything here because there's nothing really to write. I've written about my sleep in the other journal, so I will fill this out tonight as well. So the fun stuff I want to do with you today is inside of this beautiful A6 tweed cover Hobonichi journal. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's getting a bit chunky, so I don't want to hurt this planner. I absolutely love the cover, it's just so stunning. Even just looking at it on camera there, it's really beautiful. So I have ordered another one for me to move into when this gets too chunky. I think it's okay for now, but it could get too chunky. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping it comes this week actually, and I can share it with you. I have done a couple of flip throughs of this, so if I remember I'll link them below, but also we'll have a look later on in the week as well. So if I just move to my very last thing I posted in here was a picture of this TN that I'd purchased, and I did a YouTube premiere that day, and I just wrote a little bit about that. But let me see what else I can show you. Oh yeah, so I went to Charlotte's first birthday party, and I just thought I'd go nuts with a clean colour dot pen on here. And also I did the Ali Edwards Day in the Life on the 11th of March, and here are just some of my favourite photos from that day. So this is some very simple journaling. Let me show you another one that I want to kind of work towards something similar to this today. So this is kind of what I like to do, just some bits and pieces of cute things that I want to pop in here, and some sort of minimal journaling about whatever. And I really like this style. I love these girls. I think they're beautiful, and I've got a ton of them coming, and I'm going to show you some of those shortly as well. So I just used some Tombos. I used Tombos to colour in these stamps as well, so I haven't even bothered with ink. I've just used Tombos for that. And yeah, just some cute stuff. So that's what I'll be doing in here, and it'll be you can see I've got a week to fill, so I will actually move to today's date. I have no issue with the blank pages. I can come back to them anytime. But what I want to do today is set up this spread. I'm going to do today and tomorrow's. And what I have done, just to commemorate the day of collabing with Charmaine, is I have printed out a little, I use a Canon selfie square, and I've just taken her Instagram feed here and also put it in the background and faded it out a little on a little phone. And I'm going to just pop this in here, either tip it in this way or this way, probably this way since I have the blank space on the bottom, with some washi tape. And then I'll pop some cute things in here and have that ready to go for today and tomorrow. So what I have to use, let me just show you. I have this hobonichi drawer pouch with these beautiful peacocks, and in here I've just put in all the bits and pieces that I want to use for this type of journaling. So this more minimal look, I guess. I have a bunch of stuff from the powder world that I want to use in a spread soon, but then I have all of these girls as well. I'm going to use these today, I think. I also have just some papers and envelopes and things, some very cute minimal stickers. I've got some photo frame, photo negative type stickers, and then I have a bunch of clear ones as well from Notebook Therapy and other places. Some papers and envelopes and things that I've collected from orders, and some other stickers here from Moon Hollow Designs as well. I'll go through them in more detail as I use them, but I just really love that I can collect it all together here in one place and be able to use that to do some journaling with. And the other thing I have with me, two more things. I have some of this beautiful rice paper, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to tear this up and collage it in the journal. And I also have this book from Kokoyo, which is full of papers that I have just gathered that I really like, some offcuts and things that I might use. I've got these watercolor, just the paper towel that I clean my brush on. I thought they made beautiful colors. I've got these papers in here that are from Bitter Melon Bindery. There's some more rice papers, and there's stuff I've torn out of magazines in here as well. Some watercolors that I've played with myself. I've got a collection of things in here that I want to use, and some other papers here in the back as well. So I just wanted to have all this handy for me to be able to set up the spreads and dive into some journaling. The last thing I have is some washi tape. I have these grid washies from Hobby Hoppers, and these are really good to use to sort of ground some elements. I often tear these and place them under the girls, for example. And then I have these, this is also from Hobby Hoppers. This is my favorite rose gold hearts. I have this stack from Simply Gilded Archer and Olive collaboration. I have this beautiful one that a subscriber sent me, and then I have these two hobonichi lace ones as well. I just thought these kind of go nicely with the aesthetic I'm thinking of for this particular week of journaling. So I'm actually going to have to pop off to work now, so I will be back this evening to set up this spread and show you how it all comes together. Okay, I'm back. It's almost 10 p.m. Had a very late night in the office. It was my first day back, as I said, and we had a few things we really wanted to get done when there were no staff around. Just things that we would be in the way if people were still there. So we stayed late and have come home. I've taken Gidget out for a walk, and I have had some dinner and a shower, and now I'm just going to sit down and get a little bit of journaling done. I watched some TV as well, so I'm watching Scrubs at the moment, in case you are interested. Rewatching Scrubs, I should say. Alright, so this is the spread that I was showing you this morning that I'm planning to dive into now. I probably won't do a lot tonight because it's tonight and I'm pretty tired, but I wanted to just show you some of the papers that I've pulled together. So I've just cut a piece of this rice paper that I showed you earlier on the roll. I used the pink one, hoping that comes across as pink. It's that mauvey pink, my favourite type. I have some magazine paper here. I thought that matched quite nicely, and if we bring in a bit of that green would be quite cute as well. And I have this little image, it's a little tray with a poppy on, with a couple of poppies on there. I liked the pop of yellow as well, so that's an option. If you saw my unboxing on my haul video on Instagram, you would have seen these papers. I'll just take them out and show you very briefly. These are some handmade papers from Bitter Melon Bindery, and I thought about using these in this spread, but they're quite thick. This one is not super thick, but these others are very thick, and I think having this one, I don't really need these others, but I will use these in the future. But I also like the brown paper that they came wrapped in, so I just cut a piece of that as well to have. I've got my washies and things, and I've got the girls. So I thought I might just have a little play around and see how we might put this together. And then what I also need to do is come back to the journal and just fill in the details for the day. So I will be doing all of that tonight, well, some of that tonight at least. I was tempted to leave the kind of more creative stuff for the morning, but I feel kind of into it right now, so I will. So that's kind of what I do, right? I decide how I'm feeling at the time, whether I really want to do it at the time, but what I will definitely do regardless is do some writing, and that's just usually some quick writing just to say what's happened for the day so that I don't forget for the future. So I'm probably going to put this photo on this page because it is the start of the collab today on the Monday, which means I'll put a little more deco on the right hand side than I will on the left. So let's dive in and do that. So I'm just going to tear this to put it on here, and I reckon just around about half. I don't know if I've tried tearing this before because it has those elements in it. Yeah, that's okay. To tear through some of those can be a little tricky, but it seems to be alright. So I'm just thinking I might pop this on this side. That might be too much. I do want to have some room to write, of course. So maybe this can go in this corner here. And I quite like this little piece of that leaf is poking out there as well. That's quite cute. So that might go there, and I'll probably just layer on some of this one as well. I just think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crumple this up so that it has a bit of texture to it. It's a bit too flat otherwise. And I'm just going to tear some of this to use. I've got a ton of it, so it doesn't really matter how much. And I really like both sides torn, although I'll probably tuck one side underneath. Let's just try that for the moment. So I'm just thinking we might just pop that under there, and I'll grab some of the grid washi as well to add to this. Let's see, maybe on top, and then I can use the washi in the center. Alright, so I'm going to start just getting some glue down so we can start seeing things take shape. I have this Kikuyu one, and sometimes I don't really want to use it because you can see the pink, it has pink hearts for the glue, and you can see them through this rice paper, but I guess it's okay today because I just want to, and it's pink, so you know, pink is okay. I'm going to put this brown paper underneath. I kind of just want to layer it a little, just so it sticks out there a little bit. Pop that down. And then I've got some washi, as I said, so I just think I might use 2 of these grids. I'm not sure. I'll just grab these 2, the pink one and the white one. I'm just going to tear it a little, I think. So I tore both edges off so that the whole thing is like a torn, both sides are torn. And I'm going to just tear the white one in half. I don't know, I'm just making things up. I don't really want to plan anything too far in advance for this kind of stuff. I just kind of like to play and see what looks cute. I just want to pop this down in the center of that join there between the 2, and I'm going to just layer this one on top as well. It's very skinny. Actually that's the wrong one, that's why it's so skinny. It's the edge. I'll grab this one and just pop it in the center as well. And then I'll just bring that up and show you a bit closer. And I'm sorry about the lighting, but it is 10 PM, so it's a little tricky. Now, I just want to grab out this stack of girls here because I want to use those as well next. I had a look at this paper and I just think it's too dirty and too dark for this spread, so I'm actually going to leave that out. And I thought what I would do is put one of these larger girls on this side and perhaps one of these little ones on this side. So I'll just grab the 3 little ones that I do have, and then these are all the ones I have of the others. In fact, I might use a double, like 2 girls, since it's a collab with us 2. So I quite like this one that I've got down there. We've got this one in the middle here, but I think that's too much of the black dress. It's just a bit too dark. Oh, I have this one here with the, I really like that they're holding a blue bag and that bunch of flowers there, so I'm going to go with this one. So as you may know, if you've been watching for a while, I do struggle with the PET tape sometimes to separate the backing, but I always persevere. So let's see how we go today. It's always best if you use, I find if you use a pair of tweezers to help you get started. Also these little scissors can be quite handy, they're very pointy. Alright, let's try to get this backing off, but I also think I want to just pop a little bit of washi underneath as well to layer on top of. So I sometimes just try to be a little brutal and really just try to separate by pushing into the edge of the PET. There we go. So I've separated, but I'm going to leave the tweezers in there because, like I said, I want to just grab a little bit of washi just to ground. I might use this mustardy one actually, just to ground the girls. Not a lot, just a little bit. And even though it's a skinny one, I am going to tear it as well because, like I said, I only want a very small amount. I'm going to pop this across here. It's going to go off the edge of my page, but I'm okay with that. And now let's grab our girls. So she has like mustardy coloured boots on, which I thought was pretty cute. And I always liked, well not always, but I do like to give them a little bit of road if I can to stand on. So there they are, really cute. Well, I like the way that comes together. It's always a bit daunting when you first pop it down because you're not sure if it's going to, you know, look okay, but you have to kind of see past the first bits. That's the thing I used to struggle with, is seeing past what you put down first, because it feels like it's not, I mean it isn't finished, but sometimes you just can't see the end game, if you like. So just if I can give any advice in my very simplistic version I do of this, it's just that you should persevere and push through that and then see how it ends up once you're done. Okay, so I'm going to pop this photo down. I think I might go to the left side, and I just want to use a bit of washi to hold that in place. I might use this pale Simply Gilded one, but I probably will layer some others on top of it, I think, because I do love the layering. So let's grab maybe just enough for the actual card, so photo I should say. So I'm just going to put that across there. I've got way too much excess, but I kind of did that on purpose because what I want to do is make it flush with the edge. Okay, so there we go. Now the back of this, I should have done this before I put it in actually. The back of this has the Canon logo all over it, so I actually was planning on just making a quick little washi backdrop on this. I was going to write on it, but I had forgotten that it has the logo on it. So I'm just going to layer some of this washi across the back. Okay, so we have this super cute washi card on the back, and I've used the last piece just the same width as the card, the photo I should say, so that it helps hold that little card in place. So I also wanted to use this other washi from the same set just to place on the front as well, right above the star one, like so, just to give it a little bit of definition. Oh my goodness, this is probably one of the prettiest washis I've ever seen. It's just really quite unique with the pink and the gold stripe. You know, the two-tone nature of it, but with that gold also having a little grid in it. Hopefully you can see that there. I'm not sure you can. But how cute's the little Instagram feed there of Charmaine's. It's really very, very lovely. Alright, so then at the top I did want to pop one of these girls as well. I think I want to do this one actually, because it has the blue shirt. It kind of ties in with the blues here. So I'll just cut around the circle. And I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this star one again, and I want to put it right at the top. I'll just pop it there. I think that will be about right. And my favourite part, separating the backing. Oh, it always feels so exciting when you finally get it to work. Alright, I'm just going to pop her up the top here. And I think I might be almost done. What I wouldn't mind, I'm going to pop another piece of this one just underneath here. It's kind of going to cover the quote, but I can still read it, you know, because the quote is, because the tape is transparent. So I just think I want a little bit more of this brown paper, because I don't think we have. I just want to make it a bit even, you know. I've got these little offcuts here of these two papers. Just wondering, it might look a bit nice if I just have these two. Yeah, that looks good. Just have these two kind of poking out the edge from under this, and then when you lift it up it'll still be there looking nice as well. So let's see, I think maybe this one's not good. I might just get a little bit extra. But don't be afraid to crumple your papers and get that little bit extra cool texture. Extra texture, I think that can add a little bit. So if we had those two just poking out like that, I think that's really nice. I don't know, that's just me, but I quite like it. So I'll grab a bit of pink glue for the back of this one. And I love, love, love the textures of these rice papers. They just, when you're going through the journal later, it just feels so nice to come across those. And perhaps some of this tape that's already cut, torn, whatever, just to carry through that same theme as on the other side. I might just make it a bit shorter. I don't think it needs to be the same. And I might sort of mirror this one, maybe, and put the pink on the left instead of the right. That sounds like a lot of thought, but I just made that up as I went along. Okay. I'm happy with that. And I think that's probably where I will call it quits. I don't think I'll do anything else. Oh, actually one more thing. I promise that'll be it. Okay, so lastly I have some of these tiny dots from Alotis Labels, and I just wanted to scatter a couple of these about, probably in the pink and the mustardy colours. Sorry Denise, I can't remember the name of those colours. So these stickers have a transparent matte sticker paper, so they come across very nicely on your spread. It's, as I said, it's after 10 now and quite dark in my room. It doesn't look quite so dark on camera, but it is a bit dark here at my desk, so I'm struggling to see a little bit. Hopefully tomorrow it won't be so late, but I know we have a lot to get done at the moment. I hope you can see, yeah, you can see those, okay. And then I had no intention of doing them in a line like that, so it just happened. So I think I might scatter these a little differently, but still group them together. So just 3 little dots there together, and then I might just pop 3 more sort of scattered about the top as well, just to tie everything in nicely. And I'll mix these colours together. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna save my journaling for tomorrow, and I've got the 2 days. What I'm gonna do now is just write about that in here, and also just quickly fill in my health journal as well with my steps and stuff like that. So I'll do that with you, but here's the finished spread. I hope you like it. I really love it. This is the type of creative journaling that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, so I'm really happy to have finally jumped in and done something. Actually, I've got a couple of spreads in here. I knew this collab was coming, so I did a few little practice spreads earlier in the journal. You know, one thing I do want to say is that I have empty pages in here, and I don't care about that. I actually started to care about having so many empty pages. There's only a few now, but I just went back and just filled it in with fun, you know. For example, this page, this is just a bit of paper that came in my shoebox when I ordered my rollies. I love rollies, and I put it down and I just filled this section here with light grey Tombow, and it made a nice edge on the paper as well. And that's just what I used to fill in the 28th of Feb. So, you know, I like that. It has some texture, gives a bit of chunkiness to the planner. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So this particular spread though, this is my thing. I love this so much. So yeah, okay, let's move on. Stop gas bagging, and we need to fill out a couple of things. Okay, so I've just journaled a little bit about the day, nothing too exciting. I'm going to tick off an order that arrived. So that's that. Nothing too exciting, but I really love just having some reference of the day and what happened. So then lastly, I'm going to pop into my health journal here. Okay, so then I've also managed to just fill out some details about the day. I even commented here that it's so much better to actually go places. So first day back in the office, we went out for lunch and actually got to do something useful, you know, something not useful, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, guys. Just being able to get out and about and see people and do something different rather than just the same four walls every day has been amazing. Okay, so that's that. I'll just grab all of this back together just to show you the three things. Just a reminder, these are the 3 books that I'm in every single day. Plus there's a planner for work, but we don't want to worry ourselves about work. And then I'll see you in the morning for setting up the next day. I think the morning is quite simple, and especially tomorrow with this deco already done, I won't have to do that. I was going to do that today, but I ended up having to leave earlier than I expected. So tomorrow it may again be the evening that you see the most action happening, but I'll probably do a little bit of journaling in here. I'm just going to move this one dot. I know this is going to sound pedantic, and that's Desley to a T, but I'm just going to move it up a little bit so that when you close it, you can see that one little dot there. I just think that's pretty cute. So yes, I will hide anything I want to hide under here, but I mean, there's nothing I really want to hide today. So yes, looking forward to seeing you in the morning. See you soon. Okay, so it is now Tuesday morning. It is about 7:45. I just wanted to pop in and have a look in the light of day at how last night's journaling turned out. I'm loving these textures. I like having these loose edges as well, so you can kind of just feel everything. I did do some of the journaling last night. I just talked about being back in the office and about the collab that I'm doing with Charmaine. This little tip-in I think looks pretty cute as well, with her feed there and the faded out feed in the background. Loving this washi, so cute. So yes, this is how I'm going to leave this for today, because I'll come back and write in here tonight and then set up the next spread as well. But I might leave the setting up the next spread until daylight. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen. So I'll just pop that up there to the side, and we'll dive into this little guy again. Fill out the weather and the sleep situation. So Now, didn't sleep well again last night, unfortunately. So that's it. Super simple, and that took me maybe a minute to do. So, you know, I used to be someone who said, oh my goodness, it all takes so long to get done. I can't, you know, I just don't have time, and I'd put it off and it just wouldn't get done. But now, you know, it's so simple. Okay, here we go. It's Tuesday evening. I'm super tired. It's almost 10 p.m. Seems to be the way. 10 p.m. is when I'm doing this week. Usually I'd probably take this at least with me to the couch. Actually, these two I usually take. And, you know, once I've had some dinner and I'm just watching YouTube or something, I will usually dive in and fill these out on the couch. But since I'm doing this with you, it's waiting a bit longer until I'm actually almost ready for bed. So let's have a look at how the day ended up. I'm going to pop into this little health journal of mine and fill in the rest of the details from the day. Okay, so there we go. I've just filled in some details for the day. It has been a very long day again today. Yesterday was super long at work. Today I didn't sleep last night, as I said up here. I was awake quite a lot, and so I'm really feeling that tonight. I'm going to head to bed very soon, which is a bit unlike me. So now I'm back in my hobonichi weeks, and this is where I just write a little bit about the day. The health journal was more specific details about certain things, you know, different items that I want to track, whereas this is just more about the day and how it went. So I'll just pop this down and I will be right back. Okay, so I've just filled out some details for the day. I have actually moved into Wednesday a little bit, which happens every week. I'm not too worried about that. As I said, this is a place for me to just write. I don't want to be particularly neat and tidy. I mean, I'd love to be neat and tidy, but sometimes you just can't because you want to just get the information out. So I'm happy with that. I have nothing else to cross off, although I did get a message telling me that a package has arrived at the post office. I thought that's what happened yesterday, but they were just telling me that it was coming. So I received my new cover yesterday. It's so pretty, such a gorgeous color. So that's where we are. I'll just open up my A6 now. I might just pop this to the side. Actually, I was going to keep it open, but you've seen it already, so I'll just pop that back to the side, and then let's open up where we are today. I actually need a bookmark for this planner. Actually, I have one. Let's grab it. I have this super cute little tin full of Coffee Monsters Co. vinyls, but also I have this bookmark from Hello Paper Cat that says Batman is my BF, which I think is just the cutest thing. So I'll pop that in here to keep my place for me so I can flip to it easily. Really, that's the reason. I just want to be able to flip to it nice and quick. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just love it. I love how this washy backdrop on this photo has turned out as well. But just these colours with these papers, I just love. It's so pretty. Those two girls are so cute. I sent this through to Charmaine last night to say that this represents the two of us collabing on this little week of daily journaling. I'm kind of calling it my daily journaling process. I've written over here. So yeah, ordinarily I would write something in here, but I'm not really feeling like doing that tonight. I'm too tired, and I've already written it in this one. I really just wanted to share with you that this is real life. You know, I do actually have days that I skip. I'm trying my best not to skip any days because I'm filming with you guys, but in real life I do certainly skip days. I will sometimes, in this one, which is my daily, you know, quick catch-up, I may do 2 days, 2 or 3 even sometimes days in a row in here. Usually only 2, but especially now that I have the health journal, this little guy just prompts me to pick it up. I think I've said this already, because it's so darn cute. I'm really happy to pick it up, and because I've got the prompts in there as well, it's really easy just to write in what I want to write in, and because I've got that out, I might as well get this out. So I am tending to fill this out pretty much daily. Prior to getting this journal, I was doing 2 or 3 days at a time, but now I'm pretty good at daily journaling in that one, because I don't decorate, I don't get worried about, you know, making sure it's beautiful. That's what this one's for, and I'm going to take my time with this one. So I just kind of did some really kind of random stuff in here. Here's another just bunch of washi from Notebook Therapy. I just really wanted to just fill up some pages and play with the process, and I think that's totally fine. As I may have said already, I was pretty pedantic about, not pedantic, but I was worried about having empty pages in here. But now I'm really not. I have all this beautiful ephemera and papers and all sorts of things that I'm collecting. So I have no issue just popping those in whenever I feel like, in whatever order I like, because this guy has everything in order already. So that's, you know, the real memory keeping in terms of the words. If I want to incorporate some of those words in here, then I will, and so be it. So yeah, I'm seriously loving this process. I'm really enjoying filming this for you guys. I hope you're enjoying the process as well. Alright, so that's just Tuesday done and dusted. I will see you all for Wednesday. Hi everyone, it is Wednesday evening and real life happened today. I was not able to film this morning because life was, I got up early, but I had to be at work super early, and it just didn't happen for me today. And that's real life, that's what happens. I wanted to, you know, be honest with you about how things go. So, you know, this morning I would have put some information in here about my sleep, but I didn't because I didn't have time. So that's not unusual, that does happen. Alright, here's Wednesday. We have these super cute stickers. Alright, so the weather for today. Today was 21-13 and partly cloudy. So this one, oh, that had some rain. I don't think it rained. I'm just going to use a partly cloudy one, which I've got here. These ones are from Luscious Labels. So that's that, and all I've got to do now is fill out all of my details about my day. Okay, so there's a little bit about my day all recorded in terms of those sections. Okay, so there's a little bit about my day. I do love how black this pen is. The ink is really quite inky. It's very, very nice. Okay, last thing is actual journaling. I really had wanted to do some journaling in the, not journaling, but the setting up part in the morning so that it's a bit better light, but I didn't get time today. What I did do yesterday was just write a little bit, nothing too dramatic, but as I said, I really just love the concept of adding things to my spread in here. So I'm going to flip the page. Today is Wednesday, as I said, so I'm going to flip the page and set up some things in here. So what I did, let me just find it. Okay, so I have this paper that just came in with some packaging, and I really love it. Hopefully it's showing up as peach and red. I just thought I would use this today to add a little something to the spread. So I'm just going to tear this down. Like so. I'm going to pop this in the top corner this time. I don't really mind covering up the date because I know because of this date what it is. So maybe something like that. And then I can pop something here in this white space. Okay, that kind of works for me. And I thought I might just have a look in this binder to see if I have this, for example, I was going to use yesterday, might go nicely with these colours. That kind of works, doesn't it? Pink and yellow and red. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's see how these might work together, and perhaps with some washi as well. Let's grab our glue. I'm going to just put this straight down. Normally I might spend a little more time thinking about where things are going to go. But when I have you with me, I feel empowered to just dive in and make it happen. And I think that's great. That, you know, sometimes it's an agony of choice. You're just not sure what to do, how to do it. Is this going to look good? Is this going to look bad? But if you can just dive in and get it done, and it usually turns out really nice. So I'm just going to add a little extra glue under there to some of those bits to make them stick down a little better. This one, again, I do like the torn edge look. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep the left edge straight and just put it into that corner, but I might tear around this side some more, like so. Yeah, I think that works nicely. I'm not sure if I should have put some washi underneath. Let's see. Okay, so while I'm here, I just want to dive into this case of goodies. Oh yes, they had this paper as well that I was tempted to use, which does kind of look nice, but I think that's a bit of overkill. I think I want to stick with the girls theme today as well, so I'm going to grab those out. Okay, so I have some of those girls here and also some dots again. I kind of really liked the way that turned out, and I think I might want to use something similar. But before I do have this film strip washi as well that I absolutely love. So I haven't looked at it in ages, so I thought I might see if there's anything, maybe the lighter ones that I can use. Yeah, look, this little trio here is beautiful. And I think that will go really nicely. It's just some rose petals and things. I'll just open up the rest so you can have a quick look through. The coffee ones are good. I wouldn't mind doing a coffee spread in here actually. So, okay, here's a little strip towards the end. I might grab that one instead of cutting the whole thing in half. Alright, so whether I do the trio all together or if I cut one off and layer it a bit differently, I could layer it across the center as well. That could look good. But I feel like I just want to have some, I was going to say have some writing there, but maybe what I could do is layer it this way and then I can just have a little bit of writing there. Yep, I think that works for me. Alright, so here comes the fun. Grab my tweezers and separate the backing off this PET tape. Okay, this is beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful piece of tape. If you can see, there's a white line through there, some white hearts drawn on there, and it's just some photographs of a book and some petals. It's just really lovely. Okay, so the hard part now is sticking this down without creasing it, so let's use our tweezers for this, like the other end, just to push that down, and then hopefully layer that over. No creases, yay! That's great. Okay, so there it is in the book. Oh, I like it a lot. That looks cute. And Trish, if you're watching, you'll be very happy to see that I've put it on an angle rather than making it straight, because I often like to make things straight. Alright, a little bit of grid wash, you think? I feel like a bit of grid would be nice. Some mustard perhaps, and some pink. I don't know if you can hear Gidget snoring, but that's what that noise is. And then my favourite washi, this is a fresh roll of my favourite because the other one's on a dispenser and I didn't want to bring the whole thing across. I'm going to just tear a piece and I'm going to take the end off because it's not a nice little bit there. And I kind of just want to put a piece, I might tear it in half. Actually, I'll tear it a little bit in half because I want that full piece. I just want to tear this one to make two shorter ones. It's been a long day, guys. It's now, I don't know, 9:30. Seems like it's always a long day these days, doesn't it? That's not unusual. It really is like this a lot. But that's okay. It makes me happy. Oh, that was quick. Look at that. Just need to practice. Okay, she's going to sit here, but she needs to sit on a bit of washing. Here's a bit of the pink grid. No, I don't want that grid. I want the other grid. So pedantic, right? Maybe we'll just put the whole piece, and again I'll hang it off the edge of the page, and I'll just give it a little trim. Oh, I love all these textures. It's so much fun. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. That's all I'm going to do with this particular spread. Oh no, I think a couple of dots couldn't hurt. I feel like I'm probably just going to stick with the mustard and the pink. That's what I'm calling these two colours. It just kind of sits nicely with this. The darker one I could probably use, but I don't think blue is going to happen in this particular spread. Okay, so I've just got 3 on there. I like my little rule of 3. I'm going to keep it like that. And one more thing I wanted to do, I have my Coffee Monsters Co pencil case in here. It's full of Tombos, but it also has some stamps. And I wanted to use one of these, this one that says Daydreaming. I just wanted to do a little stamp with it. I might use this Tombow. It's a grey one called N79. You know, I've got a bunch of ink pads and, you know, spent a lot of money on them. But, I don't know, there's just some barrier for me to get those ink pads out. And it's just, what I've discovered, so easy just to run your Tombow over these and then just stamp with that. Right, Wednesday night is done. Wednesday is done, and I'm prepped for Thursday as well. So I'm loving doing this as a spread. I think that's quite handy for me. So then tomorrow, on Friday, I'll have Friday, Saturday to do, and then Sunday. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a sec. See you soon. Hi everyone. I didn't do any journaling this morning, as I guess you can imagine, since you didn't see any Thursday morning entries. So we're here tonight. It's 10 p.m. and I'm going ahead with the schedule. With the journaling for today. So weather was 13 and 22 and partly cloudy. So I think I might just use the same sticker as yesterday. Just one of these little partly cloudies, partly sunny. I guess depends on your view of the world, doesn't it? And yeah, I had a pretty bad night for sleep. So I'm just going to write about all of that now. Actually, it's quite appropriate that I have this little sticker here from Every Minute a Story that says can't function. Today was a little bit like that. So let me just fill this out and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's that. I've just written about the day. I've actually put a little bit of extra journaling here at the bottom. I had a bit of a tough day today, so I thought it was useful I always think it's useful to put that into the text, just so I kind of, you know, can keep a track of when these things happen. You know, is it hormone related, or you know, whatever, what type of foods you've eaten that day. I don't know. I think it's useful to keep an eye on those things. So that's that. I've got here my journal open from last night. I really do like how it's turned out. But as you can see, I haven't written in it, and I just don't have the energy today. Like I said to you the other day, this video is real life. This is how it is. And I think it's important that you see that you're not always going to be able to do everything. You're not going to feel like doing everything. And if you've had a long day and a tough day, or you're having a rough week or whatever, it could be good to write about it. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine. And I kind of do want to, I guess, and I'm going to write a little bit here, but I'm just not ready to map it out else in this journal tonight. In fact, I'm not sure I even want to put the really bad stuff in here. I think I might keep this for the good stuff, and I'm going to just have everything else in here. So let me go ahead and just fill out Thursday in this book. Okay, so I've just put a little bit of info there about the day, And you can see maybe that I've gone halfway into Friday as well, and that's okay. If I overlap to the next day, it really doesn't bother me. I don't mind at all. Now let's see, I'm going to tick off hobonichi order number 2 because my friend dropped by tonight and brought me my order that she received today. And hobonichi order number 1 also arrived today, but it's gone to some other place because I wasn't home, which makes me sad because I don't get to see it. That's all. Nothing else arrived. Well, actually 2 things arrived at the post office, so I'll have to go pick them up tomorrow as well. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. I am definitely ready for bed, so I'm going to leave it here. And I probably won't get time in the morning because I need to try and get all those packages from all the post offices and other places where they've dropped things off. I'm looking forward to that. I'm very much looking forward to the weekend, and I think we can get a few more things sorted out for this journaling session then. So looking forward to that. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Okay, hi everyone, welcome back again. It's Saturday morning, so I skipped all of Friday. Can you imagine? So yeah, it was a very big and pretty difficult day, I have to say. So, and I was absolutely exhausted when I got home, so I didn't do anything, no journaling that day, which is not completely unusual. You know, it does happen, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with that not happening. But it does mean that I have 2 days to do today. So let's dive into the health journal first and see where we're up to. Now I know yesterday my sleep was very poor, so I'm going to dive in and fill all of that out. Okay, there we go. I've just filled out the yesterday, and then today I've left a couple of sections empty here because I haven't had any medication and I haven't really been anywhere today. Gidget has gone for a play date weekend, so I haven't taken her for a walk. So yes, I'll fill out more of this tonight. So that's the journal, that's the health journal I should say, and then the real journal is this one here. If you remember from the other day, I'd really let Thursday eat into Friday, which is okay because yesterday I feel like there's not that much to say. Okay, I've been able to mark off a couple more happy mails there, and I've put a teeny bit there for Friday, not a lot, but like I said, not a lot going on. And Saturday, okay, so there's my journaling for Saturday so far. I'll put a bit more in tonight, I suspect. But what I want to do next is, let's grab the real journal. Not sure I remember where we left off on Thursday. I think it was Thursday, yeah. Here was Monday, Tuesday, part of this process. Oh my goodness, I really love how this turned out. I hope you love it too. I just think it's super pretty. And then this was Wednesday, Thursday. So I haven't written anything in here, which I wish I had actually, but this is the point now where I can go back if I want to and consult this book that has actually what happened on those days, and actually I will do that. I'm going to just have it open, but I'm not sure I want to write about that. I thought maybe instead I might write about some of my plans for journaling. Like I said, everything's stored in that other book already, so I don't have to necessarily write about my day in here. It can just be about what I'm thinking about. So let me just have a little think. Although one thing I did want to do, I've been through a whole bunch of my scrapbooking supplies today, and I found this piece of paper that just has this beautiful stripe on the back, and I really liked, and I thought this colour matched really nicely. It just perfectly accidentally has dream and inspire written across the bottom, and it's every fourth one as well. So I've got the red, the orange and the pink, but I really think that this mustardy coloured one might be nice, so I thought I might just kind of fussy cut as best I can. I just thought it might be nice to add this to the journal as well somewhere. no real reason. I just like the colour. The colour kind of spoke to me, and yeah, I thought I would pop it in. I was thinking I'd put it down here, like right at the bottom, or I want to leave that room for writing, so I think it fits the best right on the bottom of the page. Okay, so there we have Wednesday and Thursday. Like I said, I don't need to journal about the day as it was. Here I just wrote a little bit about how I'm really grateful for having the health journal, to be able to track how I'm feeling and the things that are happening, because I've never really done that before, and I think it's quite useful to sort of see how often things are happening, or you know, if it's related to something else at the same time. So I find that quite useful. And here I'm talking about the happy mail that's been arriving, and how I'm getting some new ideas about things to set up and track and journal about, and new planners that I want to set up as well. So stay tuned for those. I think that's going to be quite a bit of fun. If I haven't said before, I'm using my TWSBI Eco here in the white and rose gold, and I have ink in here, not a cartridge. And also I have the medium nib, so you can see it's quite dark writing, which I absolutely love. I love how thick it is, and I'm actually finding that I can still write clearly and small-ish in here. So I've always been someone who's wanted to use, you know, these kinds of normal gel pens to write with, which I do love as well, but it doesn't have the same gravitas as the fountain pens do, does it? I'll probably go back to it some days, but I don't know, it's just that depth of ink color just really makes me happy here. So very nice to have that. I don't know though if it's dry enough for me to turn the page, but what I thought I would do, I'll let it dry for just a couple of minutes while I pull in some papers that I've been gathering together. One that I really love is these watercolor little bits that I did at a friend's house. I was thinking maybe I could use these in a spread. I really love this one and this one. I mean, I love them all except this one. I kind of made a mistake, but I really love just the softness of colours and the vibrancy in this one here as well. So I've kind of just gathered together a couple things. I reckon this might be dry enough for me to turn the page now. So I'm going to do the Friday-Saturday spread. That takes care of yesterday and today. I thought I might just use a little torn piece of this paper. So it's quite handy to tear from the back, just so that you get that nice torn edge showing on this side instead. So he'll probably go there in the corner, but I'm also thinking I want to use some of these strips in here as well. Not quite sure how, whether I want to keep them quite straight or if I want to do something else with them, like if I was to put that like, okay, I'm just kind of offsetting that so that we get a bit of that pink paper showing underneath as well. And then this one still has that torn edge as well, so I might just pop it down, but I might even also layer some washi with this one too. It is such a pretty colour. I love this pinky purple. So maybe one of these, so I've got this little piece of, I don't even know what it is. It's just a little, kind of the back of a magazine I got that off of. And I have this quote as well. It says, sometimes the most urgent thing you can possibly do is to take a complete rest. And I'm deciding whether I want to stick that in as is, or if I want to letter it on this page, because today, Saturday, actually is just about this. So that answers my question. I'm going to letter it on this page. So maybe what I could do here is just stick this on. I'm not loving the amount of white space there, so I'm thinking I might just tear that off. I might just tear around all sides. I know that might be a bit much, but let's see what happens, hey? It's always been a bit of a barrier for me. I've never wanted to tear things because I'm afraid once I've torn it, I've lost it. And that's 100% true, but, you know, if you don't, then you're not going to get anything at all out of it, right? Alright, let's try a bit of washi under here as well. I'm loving this Simply Gilded washi. It's just gorgeous. One thing I'm really loving about this process is that I have no idea when I start what it's going to look like. That's kind of daunting in a way, but also just so cool, you know. Who cares? I just want to be happy while I'm doing it. That's really the main thing. Got this little bit of that I cut the other day. I wonder if it might go here as well. And then I just wanted to layer that over the top. I'm happy with that. The only thing is I'm thinking about maybe layering something underneath. So I hope you can see that I've just put the tape in the middle because I may want to. Okay, we lost a bit of footage there, I think, because my camera stopped working. I've just replaced the battery. I think that's what he needed. Anyway, so the question is whether to include this little guy on this page as well. I'm really not sure. I feel like it's kind of almost complete as is, but also in this instance I also feel a bit like more is more. I used to be very much a less is more kind of person, but I don't know, I just kind of feel like this could do with a little extra. I have these little kidder washi strips, just seeing if any of them might go, but I think they're not quite the right colours, so I'll leave those for today. And I do have these washies, so they all go with this one that I've already used here. And I do love the idea of using this, layering this in a few different ways. And these also look really lovely together. So I could potentially, let's try this one. We'll bring in a bit of gold. Just layer that on there, but maybe one on the other side. I'm not sure about this one, but I will chop it and see. Can't hurt to take a look. I know it's not much, but I just feel like it gives a little something extra there. And maybe I can just fussy cut this. I'll just cut it. I mean, I've obviously I've decided I don't want these all together, even though I really kind of wanted them all together. No worries. This is what happens though. You kind of say, okay, I'll save that for something, and then I never really get around to doing it. I'd actually forgotten I had them until this morning when I was going through all my papers, and I had popped them in with my scrapbooking papers, so still in the notebook actually. So I think it's quite cute. Okay, let's grab some more of this washi. I think what I want to do is put it under here. Maybe 2 layers even, let's see. Just to put something underneath this kind of straight edge that I've created accidentally. One thing I will say to you, which I say in many videos, is try not to be too tight when you put your washi down, because it can cause your paper to curl up. And then this little guy might just sit here, somewhere there. I just have this piece of washi has a badly torn edge. I just want to make it a bit neater. A neat tear. I don't know, is that a real thing? But it was all folded on the edge, and I don't like that. Okay, so now I have this guy. Let's commit to the glue. Part of me wishes I'd torn around this one. Okay, so that's that. Now it's me having to letter. Oh, I'm a bit scared. Let me grab one of my pens. Okay, so I have here one of my Tombow. I think this is a hard tip. Yep, it's a hard tip. So no pressure. It's in the grey. I think it's called just plain grey. Yes, it is. So I'm going to hope I don't make a mess. Okay, there we go. It's just in a pale grey. Part of me wants to go over it with this pen. I don't know if that's a bad idea. You know what, I'm going to. Alright, I do feel like that just gives it a little bit extra. I don't know, it just seemed a little faded to me before. So I'm just going to pop some little embellishments around the page. Nothing too dramatic. It actually is a little bit like what's already in the washi tape. Okay, I think that's as much as I want to do to that page. It's not perfect by any means at all, but it's okay. I'm alright with it. So now I can just go ahead with Friday, because I've kind of just neglected Friday a little bit. I feel like I need some grey on this page here. I'm just not quite sure what to do, I was thinking about putting this note to self stamp on here. It kind of goes with this, and maybe what I'll do here is journal a little bit about how exhausting it is at the moment. So yep, okay, let's do that then. I don't want to use the grey Tombow though, it's too pale. So while I'm doing this, I might just mention there is just one more day left of the journaling process, just tomorrow, and I'm a bit sad about it. It's been really wonderful. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, you know, I've been very tired, and obviously I've had to do a lot of the stuff late at night. I've just realised that's now wet and I can't stamp on there, so I'll have to stop. It's been quite late at night before I've managed to get to the journaling, so it has been a very long and hard week, but I really loved this process so much. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed getting the insight into what I do. So I'm in the 3 books, the health journal, the general journal, and then the creative journal, and this creative journal has just been, I think it's what's helped me get through the week actually, just being able to spend a couple of nights or whatever putting together these beautiful papers and making something pretty in here. So I'm really grateful that Charmaine agreed to do this little experiment with me, this little collaboration. Just a reminder of Charmaine's channel here. I'm probably going to pop in a snippet here of Charmaine's week, and you can just get a little sneak peek into how her week has gone as well, so you can then go over to her channel and check it out properly. But please do, Charmaine is fantastic, such a lovely person, and I'm sure you'll enjoy her content very much.
There's no rhyme or reason when I do things. I just do it. All right, you guys, so let's do a final flip through of the pages that we've done together this week. Here's Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Super happy with how everything looks. I like the simplicity of it.
Okay, so I think that's what I want to write for today. I'm just going to re-ink up this little stamp and stamp it at the top there over that grey Tombow. I think it's just, I don't know, just nice to have a bit of grey on this page because I have that grey text on the other page. But also I think it's just nice to kind of fill in the space there a little. Hopefully this is dry enough now to accommodate this stamp. Excellent. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm just feeling like I need something else down here. Let me read you this quote. When a foreign object enters an oyster and cannot be expelled, the oyster takes time to envelop it and slowly form it into a pearl. Wouldn't it be nice if people could imitate oysters, wrapping up sorrow and suffering inside their bodies and grow them into something beautiful like a pearl? Oh, that's so nice. I was going to cover that up with some washi or something, but I can't. I'm going to leave it unless I can just use this one that you can see through. Yeah, good enough. I don't want to cover up the whole quote, so I'll just use that transparent washi. So there we have my Friday and Saturday in my creative journal here. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I'm so new to this, but I really have enjoyed it, and I love these torn edges. I love the textures in here. Like this is glossy photograph. This washi here is actually quite ridged. It's very sort of thick. And this torn edge here is gorgeous. The watercolor paper is a different element again, and then having these see-through washi tapes as well, it's just a nice extra little embellishment, I think. So yeah, let me know what you think. If this quote resonates with you, or this one in fact, let me know. I think they're both beautiful. This is me this weekend. I just need to have a break, and it's been nice to spend time slowly doing this today. I just need a little more sleep, I think, and I'll be back to my usual self. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Oh, we're not done. I have one more day, so I will see you tomorrow to do Sunday. And Okay, here we are, and today is Sunday, so I skipped Saturday night. You know what I did? I washed my hair and I had some leftovers and I watched Turning Red. Red Panda movie from Disney. It was just beautiful. I absolutely loved it. And it was Earth Hour last night, so I did switch off for an hour as well and just chilled out. It was really, really nice actually. So I'm just going to dive straight in with filling out the rest of Saturday. Okay, so that's my Saturday, and if you notice at the bottom I've written I feel human again. I've had such a hectic week. So yes, I actually feel so much better today. So speaking of today, let's pop in the weather for today, and it's a hot one today. It's 29 and 13 overnight, and it's sunny. So let's take one of these Luscious Label suns and put it at the top here. Oh, and I don't have any of my actual daily stickers in, so that's unusual. I'm going to just pop those in. Okay, so there's my little collection of things for today, and I'll make a start, but I'll probably finish this off later today. Okay, so there we go for today. I will do the rest this evening. I just want to move on to the next journal, which is the everyday one with my hobonichi weeks, and just make some notes about the end of Saturday. Okay, so I've left a teeny bit of room there in case I want to put anything else in there for today. Not that I expect much to be happening. Today is a lazy day central. Okay, so this part I'm really looking forward to. I actually had to think about what I want to do today. So this is yesterday's journaling spread. I really love how it turned out. I'm super happy with it. I love the textures in here. The colours have just worked for me. These are my favourite types of pinks and lilacs, so I'm very happy with that. Today though, I thought I wanted to do something slightly different, not too different, but I just want to end the collaboration, if you like, with just some layered squares, and I'll just grab what I have put together. So first of all, this gorgeous vellum from My Minimal Planner. It's actually a digital that I printed on Friday. I have some pink tissue paper that came from Daily Blooms when I got some flowers delivered yesterday. I just have some white tissue paper as well. And then I have this, my all-time favourite, I think, piece of scrapbooking paper. It's just got a bunch of little phrases on it, and I absolutely love it. And this is the last of it. I think this is all I have left. So I thought I would make a little square and perhaps layer it under some of these vellums, and then I'm going to put some letters across the middle. So I just want to write something with alphabet stickers, I think that is what I mean, or otherwise just with some phrase stickers on top. So I think I want to start with the tissue paper, just to have that sort of sticking out around the edge, and then perhaps the pink one, and then this guy, the butterflies on top of that. And I'm thinking just this corner where there's small butterflies, and then perhaps another piece of white tissue paper over the top of that, and then I'll pop in the alphabet stickers or whatever I decide to use. So that's the general plan. I just need to make sure it's big enough to have all these layers showing. I will use some washi and stuff as well. I thought about maybe tying it into the previous days by just using some of this washi, and maybe this one as well, because I did use this a few times. So that's the general plan, and we're going to see if that works. So actually I think I'll just put some washi down first, and I just want to tear it. I'm going to turn my page. I do tend to work better this way. So I think I might have it on this side where it sticks out the top, and I'm not going to worry about it being straight. I was just about to take that up and make it straight, but I'm not going to worry about it being straight. I'm actually going to enhance that by making these next couple a little crooked as well. And then I'm going to switch to the bottom side and have this coming out here. And then the tissue paper, etc. is going to go over the top of that. Alright, so I think, like I said, the white tissue paper first. And I want to tear this. I've got more, so if I mess up, it's okay. So I'm just going to tear around the edges. I think I'll stick with this size that it is in terms of the width. But I will just have to figure out what length I want to do. I was going to make it square, but I think I will make it a little bit rectangular instead. So maybe to about there. Okay, so I'm just thinking like this on the bottom. You probably can't really see that, but that's just for some texture, right? And then this one can be quite a bit smaller. Got tons of this as well, in case I mess up. I perhaps made it too small now. No, that's good. I just kind of want a hint of pink showing, that's all. And now this little guy can go in the middle. And for this one, I think I will just make a little mark, because I really don't want to waste this one. You know what, let's make the mark on the back. So about there and about there. So then I will just tear this, and I might just tear a little bit past that mark. So now I just need to decide whether I want to leave that side straight or not. I don't. I want to make it torn as well. Remembering, if you tear it from the back like this, you do tend to get a bit more of that nice torn edge there. So this will go on top of there like that. And then a little piece of vellum. So I think this can be bigger than the one underneath because it's so see-through. So even if I went back to the same size as the original, I'm just going to tear that there, and then this way about there. So interestingly, it tears quite straight that way, but this side went all yeah, it's, I think, a factor of the way the paper is made. In the different directions, it tears differently. So then this will go over the top of that, like so. I think it's a bit too big. I've got these phrase stickers here, some small, some big. And I wanted to use these as well in my spread, and I'm thinking on the other page I might use them. So actually it could be handy, maybe if I take some of these from there. I think I'm going to go with enjoy the little things. I just want to see what it looks like though if we put it directly on here. So it might be a bit, it might disappear a little. So what if we instead popped it onto one of these little swooshes. We've got a few here to choose from. I'm thinking maybe this one. And I'm pretty sure this whole thing is clear, so that would just, yep, okay, good. Let's do that. So I've got enjoy. I might just make it slightly offset just to make it a bit cute. And little things. So then I'll just add this to here, try to get it fairly straight. Now I know if it's off-centered, but I did that because it was going to lose the words with those butterflies behind it. So I will pop a little flower or something there. Let me see what we have. Actually, maybe this butterfly, it's that peachy colour that the tissue paper is behind it, but also the little cloud here is quite peachy as well, so I'll just pop that up there. Okay, I think that's cool. Let's layer it up and see what we need to do next. I tore this tissue paper as I laid it down, so that's pretty helpful. But I think when I cover it up with everything, you're not gonna notice that. I'll just try to be a little more careful with these other ones. And just to hide the glue, I'm putting it behind those stickers, so it should be fairly well hidden. Okay, I'll just pop that down there. I'm not sure how I feel about the typography on top of the typography. I'm actually thinking maybe I can put another little layer of pink under there. Thinking just a small layer. That might be too small. Okay, let's try this. I might actually do it upside down so I hide that word a little. And then I'll place this one on top. Yeah, that makes me happy. Look a little close up for you. It's messy, but that's what I kind of like about it. It's all that texture. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's grab our little skinny washi and see if this might add a little something. Sometimes I find it's nice to have something quite straight and structured to add to something that is totally messy like this is. You know, that juxtaposition, if you like, it's kind of cool. I feel like I want to go off the page with it. Let's see what happens if we just do a line, maybe the pink on the bottom, and then one at the top as well. I don't know about this. It'll come off, I think, if I don't like it, but I just thought it might be kind of cute. Yeah, I quite like it. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape under here. Okay, so I think that's that side pretty much done. Oh, I really like it. It's very pretty. And, you know, unstructured and messy. Okay, so I was going to set up Monday, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to leave it here. I just want to add another couple of these little circles to the spread. These are different than the ones I used the other day. These ones are from Live, Love and Craft. So I'm going to put a grouping of 3 at the top here. And maybe I will call this done. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we're done. And yeah, I'm absolutely so happy with the way this week has gone. Let's go back to Monday and take a look at how the week panned out. I'll zoom us in a little as well so we can get a good look at just the spread. So I'm in my hobonichi A6 tweed cover, and I have the English planner here. I started the week talking about my collaboration with Charmaine here, and I'll leave the link to her video below because we're doing this together. And I started the week with this handmade paper, as well as some brown tissue paper and these little grid washies, and then I did the little washi dash here on the back of this Polaroid photo. I talked about being the first day back in the office and the first day of the collaboration of this daily journaling process, and I had no idea how it was going to turn out. So then I wrote here on this page, I did this as a full spread, but I wrote about it separately, and just wrote about how I'm enjoying the process already on just day 2. And then Wednesday, Thursday was this, I think, a little crazy spread. It's not quite what I expected. This one here, I don't like. The colours are just wrong for the page, I think. I just think this purple is the wrong colour. Everything else I'm okay with, but the purple, I don't know. Anyway, regardless, I really like it. It's just cute, and I like the little daydreaming stamp that I have here. The images make me happy. So I talked about glad to be journaling, and I talked about all the happy mail that's coming in and some planners that I want to set up shortly. And then I think this is probably my favorite. I really love this one because I love this part here, but as an entire spread I think this is probably my favorite. The note to self sticker and this torn edge on here and on here kind of just goes so nicely together. I talked about how it's been such a tough week, and then I found this quote quite randomly: sometimes the most urgent thing you can possibly do is to take a complete rest. And that's what I've done this weekend. I mean, I filmed a lot and I edited, but to me, I quite enjoy that most of the time. So I really did enjoy the time that I took to recharge this week. And it's just funny that it coincided with the week that I was doing the daily journaling. I think it's quite nice that I've been able to capture that each day. I'm pretty happy about that. And then lastly is this pretty little page that we've made today. I really love the softness of this, the layered, the textures. Even though this paper in the background, the phrases paper in the background is hidden behind two other layers of paper, I still love the effect of seeing that typography. You know, you've got quite strict, if you like, typewriter font, and then these loose butterflies over the top. I just think it's just so cute. I really love that juxtaposition, I guess you'd say, of the softness versus that typography. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks so much for being here. If you've come over from Charmaine's channel, then thank you so much for coming. I hope you've enjoyed my daily journaling process, and if you did, please consider sticking around and subscribing. I'd love to have you join the community here. And if you're one of my watchers, then please pop over and visit Charmaine's channel and see how she's recorded this week that was as well. I'm super keen to see how hers looks. She has beautiful aesthetic, so I'm very keen to see how hers has turned out. She's been doing this journaling process for a lot longer than me, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, please pop over and visit Charmaine's channel and say hi from me. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this daily journaling process, and if you've stuck around to the end of what I'm assuming is going to be quite a long video, then thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you super soon. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.